Hi everyone, Jason Frugé here with Frugé-ology. In this mini-series, we discuss my three favorite topics, whiskey, cigars, and barbecue. We compare them to my other favorite topic, information security. Today I want to talk to you about what a good plan looks like for getting the most out of a whiskey tasting experience. Now first I'll tell you this glass. It's kind of bell-shaped, wider at the bottom, smaller at the top. That allows for a good nosing experience, which is just a fancy way of describing smelling your whiskey. But it involves both your nose and your mouth. A lot of people make the mistake of putting their nose deep into their glass and then taking big, deep breaths. And they really don't get the best experience by doing that. What I would encourage you to do is bring it close to your face, but open your mouth and breathe out of your mouth and your nose at the same time. That way you get a full bouquet and just hold it there, breathe naturally, hold it there until you're kind of overcome by that alcohol. And you can do that, repeat that a good 2 or 3 times and start thinking about what those smells remind you of. And you'll start to pick up on the characters of that whiskey. Once you're satisfied with your smelling it, I would invite you to put just a little tiny bit in your mouth, point your mouth down so that it sits right in your teeth here. And that alcohol is going to burn just enough that you're going to have saliva just start to come down and mix with it. And let it sit for about 20 to 30 seconds that way. Wash it around your mouth and swallow it. Now your mouth is conditioned so as you continue to sip it, it won't burn as much. You won't be distracted by the alcohol flavor, and you can pick up on all the other characteristics. So it's a great way to sip your whiskey. And remember, always sip your whiskey. If you're chugging it, you're going to have a very different experience. I guess it depends on what your goal is. So that reminds me of incident response planning. And that's what I want to talk about today. I would encourage you, before I get into that, this 14th of July, we issued Onapsis research discovered a major SAP vulnerability. And on the 14th of July, in concert with computer incident response teams all over the globe, we issued a bulletin. It has a CVSS score of 10. It's a major deal. And as you read about it, I would invite you to reflect on whether your own incident response plan accounts for like an SAP system breach, because it could be very catastrophic what somebody could do if they exploited this vulnerability. So with that said, let's dust off our incident response plans, and I'll talk a little bit about what good characteristics of them look like. I've seen a lot over the course of my career. One thing I'll tell you is keep them simple. If you have a 75-page incident response plan, no one's going to read it. No one's going to know how to use that plan. It's just too big. A good incident response plan is streamlined, very easy, has no technical jargon in it because it understands that its audience are business leaders and IT leaders. You got like your CFO, your CEO, your customer service head. All these folks are looking at this document. They don't really need to understand the technical jargon about how to contain an IT system. So leave that in the playbooks. And instead, in your incident response plan, what you want to have in there is the definition of an incident. You might consider describing levels of incidents. So level 1, 2, or 3, or A, B, C, whatever works for your company. But who are the team members? What are the roles they play? Such as your role would probably be incident commander as a security leader. But what roles do the different people play? And then if it's a category 1, 2, or 3, what does that mean for those roles, right? So put some of that description in there. Additionally, you want to have contact information for your forensic company, your incident response partner, your cyber insurance company, external counsel, public relations. All of those things should be outlined in the plan, and everybody who's a part of the team has a copy of the plan. So everyone has all the contact information, and it's all structured in there for them. Very simple. The next thing you want to do is test the plan. I can't stress this enough. I don't have time to talk about it today, though. So I will talk about it on the next episode of Frugé-ology, where we get into how to conduct an effective tabletop exercise. Until next time, see you soon.